Alright gang, as promised, this is part 2 of the previous videos, and here we are continuing on with Casey. Casey is a 15-month-old sable German Shepherd, obviously. Strong desire for that toy. Watch the dog go after the 2 different toys here. So strong, just going from one to the next. At one point tries to get 2 balls in his mouth, can't quite figure out how to do that. But the desire, so good. Very, very good. So here, sorry about my voice, but it's starting to go on me a little bit. So you're going to have to be patient with me as I get through that. Here, Peter's going to kick this ball. The funny thing is, Peter tried to throw the ball into the tires and kept missing. It was bouncing all about. Here he turns around, just simply kicks the ball, and it goes right into the spot that we've been trying to get it in the whole time. So it was kind of funny. But again, watch this dog just focused on that ball, watching it. Just you know, a tremendous desire for that ball. And watch him just jump onto these tires. I like how he jumps onto this one right here and gets his feet kind of planted on top like a cat. Look at that. He's not too sure how to get to where the ball is. Not a negative per se, just the dog doesn't know this particular game. Again, these dogs are in this building for the first time, so trying to figure it all out. I like how he's hunting, sniffing, searching, trying to figure it all out. Peter just gives him a hand and tells him where he needs to go, but the dog doesn't have any hesitation of jumping onto the tires and tail wagging. The eagerness to get to the toy is obviously there, with the dog's body language, tail wagging, all that kind of stuff. So really like this part of the test. Here he's just going to see how the dog feels about these obstacles, and puts the ball on top of the table in a place again where he's never been before, and just jumps right up there and gets it, comes right back down. Again, just like a cat. Very nice. Here he's just showing a little bit of hunt. We wanted to come back and just make sure that he didn't have an issue with his nose, which we are pretty confident he didn't. But as you're watching him sniff around, try to find, look at that tail wagging as he gets close to odor. Again, trying to find it. And the head turn, and then just reaches under there and grabs it with his face underneath that tire. Very sociable dog. Doesn't mind working around people. Look at that tug, that pull. Again, tail wagging, body language, everything's good. So here he's done with the bite work. Here comes Peter. So sorry about my throat, gosh darn it. Dog figuring out the slick floors. Civil agitation. As soon as he figures out the floor a little bit, he gets a little bit stronger and comes out and actually tries to take a nip out of Peter. Coming up here, I forget where it's at. There it is. He might have been going after that stick, but either way, the desires are. Look at him pulling now on the leash. Now that he's figured it all out, figure out where he's at and what's going on. You see the strength that he's pulling on that chain. He even gets it kind of wrapped around his shoulder there and continues to pull. And then comes up and takes that bite. Very nice confidence in a building that has slick floors. That's really echoing in there. Not been in the building before, around these new people. First time biting this decoy. All the positive things that I talked about before in the other videos. Now that you guys are, hopefully some of you have been watching, a couple of them just getting a little more educated on all the aspects. On the surface, somebody might say, well, the dog's you know, bit before, that kind of stuff, but it really is a challenge for many dogs to bite a decoy for the first time in a new location, being tied up against the wall on slick floors. And now, again, now you see the dog, he's over the slick floor issue, he's figured it all out, and he's just now raring to go. And when you see this kind of improvement, you really have more admiration for a dog, that every time they come into a situation, although it may be new to them and they may show a little weakness in the beginning, it's how they recover. How is it that they come and respond the next time you put them in that very same situation? A dog that will have trouble is a dog that comes out weaker the next time you bring them up. So obviously that isn't the case in this dog. Like I said, this gentleman in the red vest, he's the owner of the dog. He wants to keep the dog for himself, but I asked him, or Peter asked him to give him a price of what he would be willing to sell the dog for. Good tug. Get those ears up, tail wagging, proud body language. Like he just really just kicked somebody's butt there. Just really proud of himself. So there's that dog. That's the dog I definitely wanted you to see. And here we are in the forest, the Black Forest of Slovakia. Actually, it's not the Black Forest. I just called it that. This guy came in this vehicle here, just giving you a little look at what this guy's car looks like with the kennels in the back. Here's a serious sport dog guy. Has all of his equipment and crates built into that van. So here's this next dog. This next dog is an IPO title dog, IPO 1, and he's willing to sell this dog after we had talked to him about it a little bit. And I think he's a very, very nice dog. He actually does some civil agitation. Again, he's sociable. His name is Bob, and he's 10 years, or 10 years really. He's 2 years and 10 months. Just to make sure you understood, 2 years and 10 months, not 10 years old. He is just ready to move on to another dog, apparently, after we talked to him a little bit. So he would like to sell the dog. Again, dog's expensive. He's starting at about $11,000 or $12,000 plus shipping, and I think he's worth it. We checked the x-rays, looked at his scores. He had a low score of 70 in the obedience, but you can see probably just had a bad day because his obedience was very nice. He did lay down after a sit stay, and as he was walking back, the dog laid down. So that's probably where he lost his points, but very nice. Like I said, I think he just had a bad day when he was taking his test, because everything's pretty clean. Again, there's some minor hiccups. They're probably pretty strict on their scoring, and as they should be. Was really impressed by this gentleman's ability to throw that dumbbell. I'm not saying he's not athletic, but I'm just saying he just did a pretty good job. Here, dog comes to the heel. Very nice, good attention. Here we are at the A-frame. Again, I'm just impressed with that toss. The guy was awesome. Dog comes up, very nice. Jumped off the top. We'd rather see the dog not jump off the top, but you know, the dog's got confidence and courage. Doesn't mind. He's young still. A little hit. You see a little hitch there. Again, that's another point loser, I'm sure. Kick the dog to the heel position. Was a little bit in front, maybe a little bit crooked. He had to fix the dog there. Now we're going to show the obedience routine. I'm actually going to cut it short. Oh, you know what? I think that was earlier. That's the send out. Send out. I really like the speed in this dog on the send out. He went out really good, I thought. In that down position, he hit it pretty good on the command. Here's a little bit of his play and desire for that toy. His tracking scores were really high, so and the bite work. So it was just his obedience that he had a low score on. So here's the blinds. Those of you that aren't aware of Schutzen, this is part of Schutzen routine where they search these blinds. They got to go around the blinds, and when they find the decoy hiding behind a blind, which is usually the last one, they go into this garden bark. Good rhythmic garden bark, not molesting the sleeve or the man. Keeps it up and waits. And continues to bark, sorry, until the handler gets into position. But good attention. I think he does glance back at the handler here. It might have been another dog we were testing, but keep an eye out for that. We want the dog's focus to be on the decoy the entire time. Yeah, maybe it was another dog. Oh, there it is. I knew there was one in there. And we'll call the dog back to him. So what the dog was doing was anticipating the callback. He got into that position. The dog looked back, anticipating he was going to call. Again, he's supposed to come back to a sit. He laid down. So there's where you lose those points on that obedience and that control. And here comes the attack. Oh, nope, moves. He has to move to a different position. Sorry, getting ahead of myself. I'm over here dying because I'm trying not to cough on this video, so my eyes are watering. So excuse me if I get a couple of these things wrong. Here we go. Now he moves into this position, and the suspect will flee. I think I called an attack earlier. The suspect will flee. There he goes. Dog goes for the bite. Nice. Here comes the out. Goes back into the sit position. Goes back for the bite. The attack from the handler. Freezes up. Dog releases. Guard and bark. Good. So he continued with that for a while. I'm now going to go into show you the transport. Transport's very nice. And the suspect will flee. Wasn't a big flea, just turned. But it was okay. Here we go. Here comes a courage test. Attack on the dog. Actually, not so much an attack on the dog. Just a lot of noise and scary. But very nice dog. Look at that dog's tail wagging, good body position, not a lot of growling. You know, just a solid, confident dog. Again, really like this dog. I like this dog's build. So here's the civil agitation. Many title dogs will have an over fixation on the equipment. But it was nice that we were able to throw the sleeve around a little bit. And dog stayed on the suspect. Again, Peter has the stick in his hand for now as a threat. That may be one of the things that keeps the dog there, but did not focus at least too much on the sleeve. The bite's full. Dog's having a good time. Here we go. Now he gets rid of the stick, and we see the dog still has intensity and focus, and probably would take a little chunk out of him. So here, this is, again, a really, really nice dog for somebody that, an excellent dog for home protection or even security or police work. Here's a couple more shots of the castle. Hope you enjoyed this two-parter. And here's another shot of a dinosaur for you. Alright, got some more video of some of the final selection processes we would put the dogs through. Talk to you later. Take care.